Okay, well that went fairly smoothly. Let's see how this holds up. I'm getting over to YouTube so I can see things the way you guys see things. Mute. Live chat. All right, everything looks okay. Okay. So we're going to do creepy collage today. And first I'm going to try and find some substrate, which I think is towards the bottom. So this one doesn't have something on the other side. Let's just go with the first one we come across that doesn't have something on the back already. All right, so we're going to work on the back of this one. All righty. Let's see, what do we got? Well, we can take a spin through some of this and see where we're at. That is still Christmas paper, and it keeps winding up in here. Okay. Well, that seems like a good place to start, maybe. That could be for a serial killer book. Eyeball. Put that up there for the serial killer. Okay. Nice. Okay, now I do like that too. So let's put that aside. That should probably go in the Aries collage pile. Hey Candy, how you doing? Hoping you're having a great Sunday. I tried so hard to get on yesterday, and I just did not have any luck. I don't think I need that in there. Nothing really creepy about it. Oh, I didn't go on yesterday. I tried and I tried and I tried. So you did not miss anything. I think that needs to go in the animals. We're just starting to look for stuff for a creepy collage today. Just looking for what we feel like might work. That's just collage fodder. We haven't picked a direction yet. You're just going through some stuff. How was teaching the kids? I think you said you had you were teaching some kids this I thought it was maybe yesterday, Saturday. Dr. Seuss inspired horror. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? That's probably going to go in the... Oh, that's interesting. That's a possibility. But yeah, yesterday was kind of a bust. I've tried to get on. I tried for over an hour, and then I gave up. I got some other things done. Okay, we don't need anything out of the haunted house file. Let's check out what's in here, though. I know there are some words and some really good creepy stuff in here. This is from Janice. This is one of Janice's finds. Really like that image. That could be fun to use. These are themed for UFO. Creepy trees. Start of something for urban legends there, and ESP. That's a UFO, so let's put that on the UFO stack. Just try and keep I'm trying to keep all that stuff together so we can do a page in the glue book. It was great. Yay! Oh, there's another. Okay, hold on. We're getting some alien things. I really am trying to keep them all together. All right. We've got some haunty things in here, so we may need to add some other creepy trees. Shadow. I think I need that for that scavenger hunt thing. That might also work for shadow, so let's put that up there. I am slowly still working on Nosferatu there. A good werewolf pick. That's ghosty, vampire-y. This is for our shining collage. Light bulb. A couple of Lizzie Borden things. That's our buggy collage. Our pirate. Some Joker stuff. Something from Halloween. Some more haunted stuff. That's Resident Evil. I think that's for our serial killer book. Who, not how? Susan. Me, but I don't watch it. Hello, Susan and Betty. Hey, Carla. We're looking for stuff for creepy collage right now. That's UFO related. Let me grab the UFO stuff because Devil's Tower is part of the. Oh, what was the name of the movie where he made a sculpture out of mashed potatoes? Close Encounters. Now we've got stuff to build a mad scientist thing. Oh, here's the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Now, what did I need that for? Brain scan. Ooh, I might want that for the serial killer journal. Let's see. That is the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Good to know where it is, though. Creepy tree. See, and there's some of the bigger pieces. Well, hopefully I'll remember that's where the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff is next time I'm looking for it. Okay, so far we picked out, we're going to work on the back of this because, there it's going to be two-sided. And we've kind of picked out, I'm just picking out whatever appeals to me today. So, so far we've got this stuff. This is kind of creepy with the girl. We'd have to put something here. And these things. So that's what we got so far. You even have two TVs? You don't get to use the TV. I turn the upstairs TV to YouTube cat channel. There you go. Is that their fave? They're into the YouTube cat channel. Oops, I forgot to put some stuff back in here. It's my grouped items. Do, 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 do. We don't want to lose any of that stuff. All right, now these are collages that are already done, which may or may not have their backside used. Yeah. We still got a few unfinished. And this is the cover we're eventually going to use for this ring-bound journal. Okay. What do we got going on in here? Oh, some black tissue paper. She's kind of creepy. Okay. Oh, I found my boo pad. Okay. Leftover pieces of a file folder. We might get to those. Okay, so I'm going to put these under, and we're going to search through some of these. Did I find the rings? Noodles will watch almost anything. Hey, Mari, how you doing? The rings. No, I have not found my rings yet. Well, I kind of know where they are. I just have to dig them out. But yeah, I think we're going to be okay on that. I haven't decided how I want to cover the cover yet. How do I want to cover the cover? I don't think we want any robots today. I might want that. As I look through things, I usually get an idea of Creepy Baby, Graveyard Angel. It's hard not to think of Doctor Who. Okay, not that. Ooh, that might be a good one for the serial killer. I have a bag of them, honestly. I'll probably put 3 in this journal based on the size of the cover. Let me grab it. Here we go. Possibly 4, because some of the pieces are different sizes, and I'd like to be able to stagger. So we're probably looking at 4 rings minimum, possibly 5. Because it's gonna work like that, you know. But and we'll cover the cover, of course. I just haven't decided on with what yet. I'll know it when I see it, I guess. Someone is having a knitting challenge. I'm not such a good knitter. I only know the knit stitch, but I do love it. A lot of times they want like baby hats or baby blankets. That's a good lonesome stretch of road. Dead body hanging upside down. Flag on fire. Shovel. Ooh, that could be for a serial killer, right? The start of his toolkit. Okay. Well, happy birthday to your son. Yay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All 23 feet. It's hard to find the colors for those, though, to get the right colors. Got some eyeballs in here. I have eyeballs everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. I love that image. Let's see. That's a chair that's on fire. Oh, here we go. We should put that in with the serial killer, too. Oh, these are Egyptian, too, but I think I'm still looking for something kind of smaller. That's from South America. Collage fodder. I think she might be for a serial killer journal, too. That guy looks creepy. I think I may have decided. I think my serial killer might be a girl. We were talking about it the other night. Since I don't want to make the, like, I don't want to make it rapey, you know? And a good way to avoid that is just to make it a girl. Find other motivation. Okay, so let's see what we've got so far. What can we make with what we've got? I have a lot of big images. So I kind of like that with the wolves and but we may not go with that. That may be, those are for later. We could maybe fussy cut her out. Okay. So first we have to decide on a big image. Which one do we like? I dropped something on the floor. And it wasn't that. An image left overboard. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. I think this one. I think we're going to go with this one. Now let's put all these together. Because I'll work, if we do another collage, I'll work with one of these. I've run out of, I can't find my box of owl clips. I should have ordered a couple boxes when I ordered those. Because they're cheap. Okay. So I think that's going to be our main image. So we'll have to cut a little bit from the top. Because it's a little bit taller than, just a smidge taller than I'd like it to be. So let's go ahead and just trim the top of that a little bit. Oh, for a scarf? Are you talking about for a scarf, Carla? Or for a creepy collage? Or both. I don't know. Okay. And we may add some more trim to this, too. A second layer for this side. Okay, definitely like that. And there's the, it's like a zombie mouth, but it's like, "Arr." Okay. Sound effects even. That'll cover up that nicely. Let me try cutting her out. Scissors. What's everybody doing today? Besides watching me, obviously. This is such a crappy pair of scissors. I gotta get me some new Friskers. I'm forever complaining about my scissors, aren't I? It's just a thing with me. It's a thingy thing. I am fussy cutting out this lady. Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. I like the idea, Carla. Plus, you could wrap it all around yourself to keep warm. Candy, I got my taxes. Yay, good for you, Candy. That's early. Defrost the freezer at work. Ew, that's no fun. But it's got to be done, right? Gotta be done. Let's see, what have I done today? I had a grilled ham and cheese sandwich. And some toast for breakfast. I don't know if I like that with that. What if we went like that? Or like that? Ooh, ooh, what about that? What do you guys think about that? Leslie's in the house. Yay! How you doing, Miss Leslie? Okay, I'm not ready for these yet, so we need something else still that I haven't found yet. Oh, I bumped the camera again. Jesus, you can't leave me alone for 2 seconds. There we go. You guys are all askew. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Collage photo. Okay. We probably don't need any more people, though. Do. Keep those out in case we need some background extra cover. Let's see. We got some zombie stuff. More zombie stuff. I like the big tree. Maybe we want to... If we tore the edges, maybe we could work the tree in. Ooh, we got... I'm going to put that for the serial killer journal. I need that. Okay. Let's see. Or maybe those trees. Let's see. Okay, now there's a man in a hat for the scavenger hunt. That's a definite... That's a hat. Okay, so let's test out the woods. We like that. Oh, that fell out of the thing. Okay. Let's start by making these edges not straight. But we don't want to remove too much. And of course, it's being a pita. There we go. Hey, Roseanne, how you doing? Welcome, welcome to Sunday-Funday, where we're being creepy again. Carly, do you crochet or do you knit? Or do you do neither, I guess? The perfect Sunday is a creepy Sunday? Okay, so I think... So we need to take the... Come on, work with me. Yes, take the whole side off that. And then we need to trim it down just a little bit. Okay, hold the phone. Do, 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 do. It's a little crooked, but there we go. Okay, I think that'll work. Okey-dokey. So far, so good. I got her to hang down just a little bit, so maybe. Okay, so okay. Oops. Okay. So maybe I just ripped that poor girl's shoulders right off her head. Okay. So, because I kind of want her to be down, so they're kind of looking at each other, right? That could be used for something else later. That's the Washington Monument, so we might use that later. Okay. Ooh, Carla's talented. That's exciting. You'll never have a shortage of things to do then. Lasagna dinner, nice, Roseanne. Anything baskets and aw, here you go. That sounds like a wonderful Sunday. I love it. Okay, do I like that or do I not? Let's look in the. I don't like that yellow with the. What about this? No, that's gonna. We'd have to tear the edges. But also, what if we did this? Okay, hold the phone. I may be doing something completely terrible here. Okay. Aw. That is so sweet. I love it. Okay. So back to the head. Okay, we don't need that piece now. There's no going back on that one. Uh-oh. 5 o'clock. Which is usually my you better be working on getting live alarm. Because typically if I'm not getting live, okay, that's the wrong side of that goes like that. We'd have to do the edges. I think that lady's going to be too white now. Okay. So let's look through a few more things. Let's see what else we can come up with. What do we need to be doing here? Okay, there's that. Do, 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 do. Okay, none of those. We tried to get the other on Friday. That's nice. That is very nice. I think that's awesome. Okay. Tentacle picture. Whoa. Okay, nothing there. Too big. Too peoply. Baby dolls. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Okay, I think I'm not liking the head at this point. So what do we want to do? Okay. What about that? I found some buggy pages. I found a lot of buggy pages, actually. Ooh, that's Egyptian. That might be good for that scavenger hunt. Although I think that may be what I have. I don't know. Let's see. I love that gargoyle. Okay, to figure out something good to use him for. Okay. What if I know, isn't it just creepy as all get out? I saved it off something else. We used I think there was a house in it as well. And it kind of reminded me of the tree from Poltergeist, you know? The original. Okay. I don't necessarily need to do this, but I'm not sure how much of it we'll need, so I took the whole. Hold the phone. There we go. Let's just tear this too. Trying to keep hard edges off here. Okay. What about having her kind of like right there? Yes, yeah. It's like in The Exorcist where her head turns all the way around. This one has her head just facing backwards. It does. Okay, so we need to dig something back there still. Another creepy baby head. And that goes with those. Keep those together. I may be running out of collage stuff in this particular. Okay. Ooh, good creepy baby head. Okay. Okay. Oops, that doesn't need to go in there. Right? And Janice is in the house. How could we possibly run? I know we have so much. Okay. let's kind of get this lined up for space purposes. How much space we need. Or maybe hold on. Okay. Okay, that's more or less how it would go, and we might add something to the tree. I think because you can't really see the mouth. Hold on. Oh, I've got it. No, that is the right way. That's his chin. Okay. You don't find much creepy stuff for collage? Really? I find that hard to believe. Huh. Well, if I were there, you would have access to at least some of my stuff. A few things are completely off limits. But I do like to share. It's fun to spread the creepy around. I don't know about the tree. I really like the tree, but I don't know if it goes with the rest of it, you know? Does the tree go with the rest of it? Let's see. Looking, see if there's something else we could. Substitute or add. Janice is going to be right back. What does there really go? Da, 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 da. All right, This could be not a good thing, but let's at least try it. Okay, so on this side I want it to... I have an idea of what it looks like. Oops. But it doesn't look enough like what it is to use it here. It's supposed to be a creepy mutated guy, but it's not quite looking like that. I tried. Okay, we're gonna have to try something else now. Okay. Oops. No, that doesn't work. I don't think jellyfish are going to help us. Whoa. myself kind of reverse collaging. Mm-hmm. Okay, no, not there. Although that was cool. What's this? Oh, no, we can't use that. I need a big black crow. I do not have a big black crow. That would be nice, actually. Let's see. But we do have, so I'm going to move this for a minute. We do have this bazaar, you know, that we have kept turning to over and over again. Let's see if we can't find something. This one has saved us a few times. Okay, so I am almost to the end of the first batch of the green, the lime green. I am almost done making the next batch of coffee. And then after this batch of coffee, we're heading into tea. Because I need to... Ooh, she's good for eyeballs, though. Let's take her eyeballs while we're at it. Okay. That's a face, isn't it? I wonder. This would be probably in place of the tree, though. So... And that might work better if she was, but she would need to be on this side. Look at, okay, no, that didn't work. But because of her face, we'll keep her. Not yet, Candy. That's what's making. The batch that's coming out now. Uh-oh, what did I do with the tree? Did I just throw the tree away? I lost the tree. Oh, I found the tree. Found it. Okay. So after everything has dried, then I will do the second round of dyeing for the lime green. It's in a separate container. So I'll be doing like 3 things at once out there with dye, which is kind of exciting. It should be ready by the end of next week. Oh, big balloons. I don't think feet are going to help us out here. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. That could be a thing. Oh, she's got nice big eyes too. You're looking forward to it. So it's going to be the lime green with purple edges on 2 of the sides. And it's going to be a dark purple, not a lavender. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I think this one may not save us this time. We're getting near the end. That's a weird outfit. Also, it looks a little bit like a CD sleeve and somebody's just shoved some boobies up against it. Well, that's different too. She'd be good fussy cat out into something like one of those long, tall magazine glue books. Okay, what about her maybe? Well, it can't hurt to try. She's a little blurry, and it kind of goes with the, it's sort of in similar tones to, yeah, it's 2 pages. Okay, so well, let's not do that just yet. Let's see. Okay. I mean, obviously, we'll adjust the... I'm not all that interested in her shoes. Do we like that better? Okay, let's see. Ooh, nice, Candy. What about that long one? I missed whatever. I'm kind of liking her. What do you guys think? Long Wayne's World hand. Was that in this magazine? How far back did we see that? I'm going to assume it was something we saw back here. Dude. Do I just not know what I'm looking at? Stop, yes. Okay, where? Is it the lady? Is it the lady with the weird head? That one? her like this. Okay. You think like that, maybe? Okay, let me get the tree again. Because she can't take up any more space than this tree does. So we want all of her face. Although we could push some of this other stuff off here and work on it. All right, so let's see about... Let's take it off here. Okay. And then... Okay. All right, now we're going to adjust all kinds of things to make this work. I cut the arm off already. I made a mistake. All right, let's see about this. What if we do this? Depending on how much of that we want. All right, first of all, let's go ahead and attach this to this. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible human being. We'll still see if we can make something work. All right. So now let's see about this. Oops. Just tear that part off. Okay. Okay, so right about there, we need to cut that. Oops. Okay. It's got good contrast. Now let's see. Let's pull the magazine out of the way for a second. Okay, I'm just to tack these together a little bit right here. because I think I'm liking where this is going, even though it wasn't what Susan, in retrospect, I see what Susan was saying, and I think that would have been great. Honestly, truly, it would have been. Woohoo! I think I just glued on the. Okay, let's try and get that. We'll glue along the edge here, because I think we're sort of committed to this now. Went to all the effort. Okay. I need to move that glue off there. Right there. That's a little gluey smudge. There we go. Okay. Right? Oh, something about Mary. It does have that kind of quality to it. Okay, now what about... I don't know how much of this we want. Okay, I'm just going to fold that there. Was he? I barely remember the movie. I think I only remember that scene because it, it was so much commented on at the time. As I recall. So we're probably not going to use her in here at all. I don't want to cover the words. And if we cut off any more of that card, we're not going to be able to see what it is. Good night, Mari. Have a great evening and a good start to your week. Enjoy your evening. Okay, so this is still floating around a little bit. I'm not that worried about it. I don't think I like that. Yes, it was Ben Stiller. That's right. Okay, so I'm just taking a little spin through the last half of that. See if there's anything else we absolutely need. Okay, we've got another couple of things to use. Oh, okay, that's why those are down there. That is important. Let's get those back under the magazines. All that time pressed under a magazine, it still wants to roll up. That's pretty much the gist of things there. Okay, well, I like where this is so far. I know it's not what Hottie envisioned, but it's a decent. I think it's good so far. I'd like to make this looks almost a little square, so let's try and just there. Maybe that's a little better. Hey, Leslie. I think they said hi to you already. I am not doing so good with the remembering where I am at. Okay, so I think this is yes. Let's tack some of this in place though, because otherwise I'm not gonna. Okay. I like that. Oh, shoot. Oh, fudge. I gotta remember these are down here. That's another project. Okay. I need something to glue on. What's glue on my list? Okay. So I did finally, I think I told you I finished the monster book about the serial killer Thomas Luther. And then, which took me a while to read, honestly. We're going to put a little crease in that just to get it to be closer to the bottom there. And then I had, previously ordered the books 8, 9, and 10. Probably don't need any right there. Just going to do around the edge here. Okay. In the Stephanie Plum series that I had, quit reading for a while. Okay, why isn't this doing what I want it to do? There we go. That is where I wanted it to be. We're going to lose some of the skull, but I think it will be okay. So I read book 10, which is the one with the bunny in it. A little disturbing. But it was a quick read. I read it over 3 lunch periods because I usually sit out at the table and eat my lunch. And then I'll read if I have a book going. So let's turn this over and get this other stuff glued down. I still am just, the grandma character cracks me up. They bring some new character into it every time, Although I will say the grandma was a bit player in this one. Obviously 11 will be in my sites, but I have a book about the BTK killer too. And I think I'm going to read them at the same time. It's part of the reason it took me so long to read the Tom Luther book is, even though I love researching serial killers and they fascinate me, it's dark stuff, It can be difficult to read too much at one time on that. But I did get some ideas from the book. I don't think we want it over any farther than that. So we're getting to the edge of this thing. Although if it ran off the edge, that might not be bad. As long as, well, the words can't run off the page, though. So some of the spatula hair is going to come away. But that's as far as we can get with that. No. Looks like everything is glued down pretty good. The serial killer book. Tom Luther was a serial killer in Colorado in the late 70s and up to the mid 80s. He was finally given some life sentences for, he's never getting out of jail unless he escapes. And he was in his 40s in 1985. So I don't know how that makes him now, but he may in fact be dead. I don't know. I did not look at that to see how old or if he was still alive. Glue. We need the glue. Here we go. Glue. They did talk about his motivation some and his family history. Now, there is some doubt as to, he claimed he was sexually abused as a child. And he picked victims that looked like his mother. But he didn't say his mother sexually abused him. He said it was either a male relative or a friend of the family. But he was also quite the liar. He did not have any trouble telling some major whoppers. Okay, so I think that's as far as we kind of need to go there. So, but it did, it was interesting to read his family history. There was a woman who was corresponding with him. Like, she had been a nurse when he was in the hospital for something that happened in the jail. And she was in a correspondence relationship for years, and then he got out of jail. And the whole time he was killing while he was out, he was living with her off and on. So it was interesting to see it from that perspective, too. Okay, so. For the love of God, you're still telling tall tales. So it was interesting. But not for the reading all the time, It does affect me when, A load of crap. How special do you need to feel? Okay, so just trimming up some edges here. Okay, I gotta close the door. Hold on. Okay. We're not playing that game again. And then we'll ink up the edges, of course, when we're done. Yeah, even though they're older now, you know, they need to stay where they are. They took so much from the world. They don't deserve to. They can never repay that debt to society, in my opinion. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. No, they really aren't. I think maybe only one of them was slightly remorseful. But that's what it was like when I was reading that book with Tom Luther. Like, he could not understand the pain he had caused to the families of these girls, to the pain he had caused victims that had survived. It was all about him, He had absolutely no remorse. He felt that he was being wrong, that he was being railroaded, even though they had DNA evidence. Like, it was clear he had done it. And, yeah, absolutely no remorse. It was all about him being persecuted. And he also, he really thought he was smarter than the police. And we don't have quite enough glue right there. That's a big ego, to think that you are smarter than an entire, not just a detective or a FBI agent, smarter than all the police and all their combined efforts, And those girls, as far as I know, I think there was one that actually expressed some remorse, but then she brought it back around to, her own plight, which is, you murdered some people. You have to go to jail for that. It wasn't self-defense or anything like that. That was just straight up premeditated murder. Okay. Some of those wrinkles will smooth out. So I think we need a little something here. So I'm going to kind of go back to the beginning. But I am going to keep, I'm going to keep this little bit of grunginess from that page for some collage fodder. We may need it to blend somewhere else, later on. It's a good kind of medium, just generically grungy. There's just so much. Hate out in the world, I would say of Tom Luther's family, they weren't perfect. He didn't have a picture-perfect childhood, but he also didn't have, I don't feel, a truly horrific one. And I come in on the side of, it's a combination of nature and nurture. Some people are more inclined towards violence, towards, not being terribly empathetic. And you combine that with nurture that's not, sufficient for the set level of that person to become a monster themselves, And it's not an excuse. It's just, me thinking out. And with Tom Luther, there were cases in a couple of jurisdictions, and the judges, I think, did a good thing. They didn't allow his sentences to be served consecutively, concurrently. So they made it so that he had to fulfill each sentence and then go on to the next. And there were like 3 different cases, I think, that this involved. So he wound up with what amounts to more than a life sentence without parole. Because even if he got out early on one of them, near the beginning, he earned time off or whatever, for good behavior, blah, blah, blah. He had to then immediately go and be remanded from one prison to the next for the next sentence. Because of the type of convictions he got. They had been trying for a death penalty in one of them, and it didn't work out that way. So the judges, I wouldn't say, I don't think they conferred, but I think they decided independently that, he would serve the time full. And then the last judge, based on the nature of the crime, they each gave him the maximum allowed by the law for what he was convicted of. Because the first time he got convicted, they didn't give him, I think he got 20 years or something like that, and he served 11. And that's the kind of man he shouldn't have been out in the world, He wasn't even out 3 months, and he was back up to shenanigans, I don't really want to. Maybe we can pull some of that up, though. I could be doing a bad thing here. Okay. And then let's peel some of this back. We're not going to get that in there, but maybe something else. Excuse me. Okay. Next batch. I understand that, but you have to decide if it's worth it to you to go to jail then for the rest of your life. I mean, some people might think it is, because then it takes them out of the equation forever. Just looking for stuff to put in the thing. Maybe we could just put something red in there. I think I still want something there. Okay. Ooh, maybe an eyeball? Do we maybe want an eyeball? An eyeball could maybe work. Here's some eyeballs. All right, let's see about this. Okay, so let's glue down the red as a permanent thing. The police office, well, you know, there's that, unfortunately, there is that whole innocent until proven guilty. I can't say I always agree with protecting the criminals because sometimes they seem to get better protections than their victims. But I see the point about, you know, where vigilante justice could go. I probably should have inked some edges here, huh? Uh-oh. I threw the eyeball on the ground. Any of these eyeballs bigger? No, not really. Okay. I think that's the biggest one I've got in here. Probably right about there. But I think about, you know, that guy that I just finished reading the book on. I'm like, what if he'd just been killed in prison? They know how much pain would these families have been spared. What kind of lives would the women he killed have lived, you know? How much good would they have put in the world? There's no way to know for sure, but I have to think that his death would have saved a lot of pain and suffering at the very least. He wasn't contributing anything to society. He was, you know, a terrible person. Okay, so let's have a look at that on the camera. Let's move some of these things away. Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm saying if Luther had been killed in jail, and I think he almost was at one point. We're talking about the lives of 12 to 15 women alone. Good night, Candy. I'm sorry, this is kind of a darker live, right? Have a great week. Enjoy. Good luck with that freezer. um, not to mention all of the families and acquaintances, All right. I still feel like it's missing a little something. So I'm going to tear this kind of demon devil guy out around, around. I'm going to tear it instead of cutting it. I'm going to cussy tear it. Let's see if I can get that in there somewhere. On the upside, Mike made chocolate cream cheese swirl brownies last night. Oh my God. Divine. I had a piece last night before I went to bed because he made them kind of late. Mr. Mike is a good cook with an incredible, he's got the biggest sweet tooth, I think, of anyone I've ever met. He does like his sweets. Ooh, maybe do we like that? Like he's kind of coming out of there? Let's sit with that for a minute and see if we like it. In the meantime, let's try and... So my fingers are sticky from glue. Pick up some of the small bits that are floating around. Yeah. So, and I can look forward to another piece tonight, right? It's like a triple thick brownie though, because you put a layer of regular brownie, then a layer of the cream cheese, and then another layer of brownie, and then you swirl it. Delicious. Well, while we're waiting to see if we like that, why don't we get out our bucket of words, of creepy words? See if we can add to the there is a fate worse than death bit here. Let's see. Okay, we've got Game of Death. We have the word or not. I thought it was prophecy. I would like it better if it was prophecy. Yes, it is. You only need a tiny piece to do the to satisfy your sweet tooth. I got to tell you, but tasty. We have the phrase made different. Not sure what I'm having for dinner tonight. There's some leftovers from last night. I already had a sandwich today, and now we're out of lunch meat because I made myself a sandwich, and Mike hadn't eaten yet, so I made him 2 grilled cheese and turkey sandwiches. Since I was already making a sandwich. And Sandy had already eaten, and I else was taking a nap. Giant question marks. I have giant question marks. Oops. We could do Restless Spirit, maybe. If you have the dark arts. We have the word isolation. We also have Dearly Departed. Cheesy scrambled eggs. I have that a lot. I had egg sandwiches the other night, which I also made some for Mike. We've got Dark Alliance. A cocoon of one's own. Although none of that really has to do with cocoons. Yes. I gotta pull out the fabric and double check, but I think I have what you want. Okay, I think we've looked through enough. I think we can work with what we've got here. We've gone pretty far down the word rabbit hole here. Okay. I think I like the idea of this guy coming out of here. So let's go ahead and glue him down. How you doing, Miss Francis? Did you have a good weekend? I think you said you had to work yesterday. Let's use the back of these scissors so I don't. Okay. Okay, I do think I like Restless Spirits right there. Do, 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 do. Yay! Everybody, I was having such a I could not get on yesterday to save my life. I tried for over an hour and I finally gave up. It was the first time. I've been frustrated with the computer a lot with the internet. I really kind of wanted to punch my computer, but I don't think it's my computer. I genuinely think that it has something to do with the YouTubes. Or do we want? Okay, I think we could use one more word down here. Let me give it another spin. Okay, we do have the word cult. Maybe, right? That could be a thing. Ooh, we've got another door opens. That could be a thing. Or we have the conspiracy begins. Okay. We should be able to do something with those. Okay. Okay, do we like the word cult? The conspiracy begins, or another door opens with the rest of our words? Have a drink of my tea. I made some tea earlier. I got out my double spiced chai. With a little honey. Yum. Another door opens isn't a good word, or it's not a good door. I don't think in this situation, I don't think there is a good door to open. Okay, enjoy your writing time. I hope you have lots of inspiration. Did I like tea? I love tea. I love coffee. I've been drinking a little water. I figured I deserved a reward, you know. Okay, so we need to ink the words at the very least. Let's inking up some words. I'm working on that moving fun, trust me. It may not seem like I'm doing anything, but I'm doing it very quietly. Don't need to have lots of drama this time. And I feel at peace with the decision. Like, I don't feel torn or worried or anything like that. Just feels like it's a good decision. Just stick to the plan. Okay, I want to cut off the word the. I just want restless spirit. Because clearly there's not just one thing going on here. I'm inking my fingernails too. This is exciting. Okay. Here we go. I want to... Yeah. Okay, so now we need the glue stick back. And what did we do with our piece of paper? Whoa! Oh my. Okay, hold on. I just dumped a bunch of words out, but they haven't hit the floor, so give me a second to just put them back in my little... I must not have snapped it all the way shut. So give me a second to put these back in here so that we don't have... I don't want to have to pick up 900 words off the floor. That would be no fun. I certainly have creepy words to spare. There's something I can definitely share. How many creepy words can you have? A lot. Just as many as I can get my hands on. Okay. Did I put my little piece of paper I was gluing on in here? No, of course I didn't. Now the other. All right. Well, this will work. And then I'll put it in Scraps of Joy and we'll use it for that. It's just hanging out on the floor. Do, 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 do. And later we can always add in some doodling or some... If we find another image we really like for it. Until you like put a sealer on it, you can always add something to a collage. Okay. 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 There we have it. Let's ink the edge. Let's move those words out of the way. Oops, and we got to cut some of the demon guy's horn off. Okay. Uh-oh, we got to get a thing. There we go. Okay. Back to inking the edges. I like inky edges. Inky edges are good. We gotta get a little bit of a knot stuck down right there. That's why we do this, though. We want to make sure everything is stuck down good. We got an area right here. Okay, we got a little bubble in there, so I'm just gonna peel it away and glue it down. That's okay too. We'll add to the grungy look. Okay, so that other little thing go. I don't make too much of a mess. Okay. All right. Put the lid back on our ink, because that would be bad to come into, right? Check it out. I think that one is done for now. It's not too bad. Not too shabby. I wouldn't say it's the greatest collage in the world, but you know, as things go. We haven't done a creepy collage in a while. We'll have to do them more often, because I think I lost some of my creepy collage mojo, you know? I totally forgot to ink some edges, which I think it would have felt a little better if they were inked, but it's not the end of the world. We can always come back and outline if we want to. We could come back in with some paint and smooth some of these hard edges if we wanted to. Or we could leave it how it is and enjoy it. Okay, so let's remove any trash we still have left over here. Ooh, dog barking. There must be somebody at the door. We're near the door. It could just be the neighbors coming home. Sometimes they get a little worked up. Oh, we also have Seeing is Deceiving, too. That I forgot was over here. That came off one of the more scraps. Eyeball. So let me trim this down a little bit more and see if we like it anywhere. I think we probably have enough words on here. Although we could just use Deceiving. Maybe put it up here. Maybe that's what we'll do. Oops. I need a pen. I need a pen. This one will do. Hold the phone. Okay. Look, we don't need quite that much room at the end, do we? So on Tuesday, instead of doing a fresh harvest, I think what I want to do is I have a big box of, the piles. I have a box of piles of harvested stuff that I haven't gone through for the scavenger hunt yet. So I thought we might look for stuff for the scavenger hunt out of that pile and process some of it. If you guys are interested in that at all. That is probably what I will be doing on Tuesday. And I will be on about 5:15. And then Wednesday, so I'm going to get out invoices for the Boo Crew bag tonight. So that we can get those mailed out tomorrow and Tuesday, or whenever, you guys are able to pay. So that we can work on them the following week-ish. We can set a definite weekend day for that. Do you have a book you were doing? I'm going to collect all the items, or a majority of the items, and then based on the sizes of the images, Janice, then I'm going to pick a book. So I may make something real quick. It only needs to have 8 pages in it to do the 8 or 9 pages in it to do this. If I want to have like an introductory page and then maybe an index at the end for, where each, because one of the problems that Carla over at Caged Fish ran into was finding images. She had made a real small book, and it was cute because it was torn pages and all the stuff, so it was really nice and grungy. But she had, for some of the prompts, trouble finding the images she wanted in an appropriate size or fitting what all the 5 things she found onto the page. Now, I'm not doing Janet Young's scavenger hunt. I didn't realize there was one until after I had already signed on, like said I was going to do Carla at Caged Fishes. Now, hers was for January, but she said no rules. So whenever I get it finished is whenever I get it finished. I just thought it would be fun to do a scavenger hunt. So as soon as I know what the probable biggest image is, then I'm going to work from there. But I didn't want to just do pages. I want something bound. I like to have this is the first thing I've done that I'm waiting to make the book until an image speaks to me about the cover, and really, realistically, I could just cover this in some grungy muslin and then add an image later on. And so it's a month's worth. It's 5 prompts per day for 31 days. So yeah, I think 9 pages, so I can have a cover page and an index kind of thing going on. So I have a place to put the year and all that stuff. And I don't have a set time on that. If I finish it by the end of the year, I'll be happy. But I found quite a bit of the things already. And I thought if I spend a couple of Tuesdays looking through that box, we may find most of the rest of it, because for some of it, I know I have it. It's just a matter of finding it. I was going to add some more trim up here, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm pretty happy with the overall look. So, and I love this image. Just this one from Janice. And it came in her, she sent me some creepy copies of stuff. I've been saving it, but I love it. So I think love the skull over here. I love the demon guy. I don't like that this is kind of so square. Does that help any? A little bit. Yeah, that came out of your folder. It's a mag. This one is a page, like not a copy. I think probably it's an advertisement for a TV show or a movie. Some kind of possessed thing, because her head is around backwards. And the room has got a broken lamp and a metal bed. So I'm guessing that's an ad. I appreciate it. And that's the other side of it. That's the collage image we had on the... I love eyeballs. This was the one we used corrugated cardboard on. I put some corrugated cardboard down. So that one is all done. Let's look at what we're sitting at for time. Well, check us out. Just over 2 hours. So I think we'll call it for Sunday, because it's 6. It's a quarter to 7, just about a quarter to 7. 7, 8, 9. That's 10 on the East Coast. I think that's a good stopping point. It'll be live on Tuesday at 5. And then Tuesday we're probably going to work on Tuesday I already said. Wednesday we're probably going to work on that Boo Crew thingamabobby. There's still a couple of things I want to do in preparation. And hey Nina. Well, we'll be on again. I'm sorry. Just in time to say goodbye. I feel bad, but I need to go in search of food. We love you for coming in anyway. It's great to have you here. I'm just sorry that it's at the tail end of the live. So I'd like to get those Boo Crew boxes or bags built to you guys. I have them almost all packed up. I'm just putting the last of it together. Yes, Carla, I did. And thank you very much. Yours is in the bag. I just I need to trim your fabric down, because you have more than a fat quarter. So I'm super pleased with how this book is coming along, because we do have a bunch of finished pages like this in various sizes. Like obviously this one's going to go in the book, but it'll stick over the top and out the end. And I'm okay with that. We decided a long time ago, as long as we could get it in the rings, it didn't matter if it went over this way or over that way a little bit. It'll be interesting to have all the different sized things. But yeah, so I think maybe what I'll do next Sunday, we'll definitely do a creepy collage, but maybe I will make book cloth. And one other thing we can do on that Sunday is just cover this in some muslin as a start. It's a starting place. That way we can build into it whatever we want. When we find the right, I think I'm going to just find an image. Eventually I'm going to go, that's the one. Bill you? Okay, Betty paid off the furniture. Whatever system works for you. So I will bill you. Hottie, let me just write that down so I don't forget. I'm not likely to, but brain like a sieve. Bill, Susan. Susan. And I will let you, Francis, know about that fabric this evening. Because it's not really about haunted houses. Although I guess I could just make it also because there's some damage to the front. It's scarred and scratched and stuff. I don't know if it comes out that way on the screen. I mean, we could just make a nameplate. Maybe I could rub some of that paste on it. Okay, so you guys like it the way it is? Cool. So maybe we could just cover it with some of that paste stuff that's like gold or silver or copper. But I could also just cover this with a different title, right? Because not all of it's about haunted houses. We do have some stuff in there, but that can be covered up with a nameplate of some sort. So, okay, we'll do that. We'll do that next Sunday. We'll get out the pastes. Elsa has some out there that she just got that look pretty fun, and we'll see what happens. To at least disguise some of the scarring on the cover. Just haunted, period. Then it's not in the middle too. Although I'm sure we can find a big haunted to cover that up. So yeah, let's do that next week then. But I'm gonna let this sit out and dry while I go in search of food, and something's loose over here. We'll just put a little glue stick. It's on the corrugated part, so it may not stick down. It's not a big deal if it doesn't. Who cares if there's a little flappy piece on there? I mean, realistically. I will, Roseanne. I promise. Okay, so see you guys on Tuesday if you're available. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you. All right, Leslie, good night. Sweet dreams, lovely lady. However you spend your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. I will. I have all your names on the list. Brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Good night, Ener. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bye. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to Susan and Betty and Janice and Nina and Christine and Carla, who's maybe fallen asleep. And I think that's everybody who's still, and Frances, who may have had to go and do Frances things. Oh, she went to write. The end. Thank you to all you lovely ladies. Have a joyous start to your week. The end.